What's going on, everybody? Where have you been? Happy holidays to one and all. I just haven't been in the mood to do any videos, man. The holidays kind of get me down. So, just been kind of out of it mentally and just trying to avoid everything and just stay busy and whatever. So, I just thought, you know what? I did go to the outlet yesterday, picked up a few items. So, I might bring that to video. But, I don't know, just been in a poopy mood. So, haven't really done anything. So I figured I'll just put this up. I remember some people asked me some questions on YouTube. I'll answer them and just talk random stuff. I don't know what. Just sold a cassette for $53. Alan Collins, Here, There, and Back. Nice. Nice. Gotta love cassettes. So today I decided, today. I decided to implement a little new, man, what is up with Bonanza? Bonanza's weird. If you don't know Bonanza, I use Bonanza as the other site, but they transfer everything from eBay. So when something ends here, it ends there. So there's no work to put into it. I've talked about it in other videos. But the weird thing they do is when they pull from eBay, they pull from not just my US listings, they pull all my international ones too. So I got duplicated listings on Bonanza, and they're all, in foreign language because they've been translated. Well, apparently Asics shoes are not allowed to be sold, I guess, in some countries. So they're pulling all of my Asics off Bonanza that have been translated to other languages, so I guess that's not allowed. Cease and desist notification was received. Yeah, whatever. Stop transferring all that crap. But so I thought today I implemented a new game plan going into the new year. Sales have been good. They've been good. They could have been better. But I take blame for that because I didn't have as much new items as I normally did in the past. Normally I have, Halloween, Nightmare Before Christmas stuff that I picked up at Walgreens and things like that. And I lacked that this year heavily. So I missed a lot of stuff. And so sales could have been better, but that's my fault. So going into the new year, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to change things up, and I'm going to take a play out of the restaurant industry, if you will. I always like looking at things differently and trying new things. And I have to do something because being a one-person show, you have to, not only you have to be efficient in everything. You have to be quick with everything. You got to be very tunnel vision. You got to be very focused on what you're doing to get things listed. And like if you've watched my videos on the routines I have set up to make sure I kind of stay focused and stay, rolling and everything. But there does get to a point where you still reach a wall where you physically can't do no more. No matter how well you tweak the whole system you've created, you just physically can't get any higher or any bigger. Well, my next step, I'm going to either have to hire somebody, which I still really don't want to, or I need to create not just a new system, but maybe some new standards. So I think what I'm going to do is I watch all the business type shows from Bar Rescue to the Storage Wars, American Pickers, Marcus Lemonis, The Prophet, and Robert Irvine. And so this one I'm kind of taking from Robert Irvine and the whole restaurant industry, where they say that everything's got to be there's got to be 3/3 basically. One will pay for, let me see if I can remember this right. One pays for your overhead and your employees. One is your cost of goods. And I guess the third is the profit. Well, I'm kind of taking that route. I'm going to try this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to base it off of my shipping costs. So since I'm very good at being able to tell what I ship an item for, so say, let's take a t-shirt and hat for an example. I know I'm shipping it for $4. So I want to sell that item for $8 plus the 4 shipping, so I get my thirds. So the first third is the shipping amount, which will pay for the shipping. I have it set up and I'm pretty good. I haven't checked December yet because we're not at the end, but as of November, my shipping pays for my shipping costs, my shipping labor costs, that'd be my son Adrian, and pays for my supplies. So I've got my shipping numbers dialed in until January. I have to see what happens then. I might have to pop something up again. So they're dialed in nicely for that. So the second part I want to make, so that'd be another $4. So $4 for the shipping, then the middle $4, I want that to cover the cost of the item, the time that I put it up. I haven't done the numbers to crunch the numbers to see exactly how much that would be. If I based myself, say, at $20 an hour, you know, probably be, you know, $1 or $1.50 or whatever per item type of thing. Probably not even that, because I can probably get about 40 to 45 items up an hour, so probably less than that. Well, I'll have to do the math. I'm not in a math mode right this second. So I want it to include the cost of the item, the labor to put it up, and then also the fees that it's going to take to sell the item, to list the item, et cetera, et cetera. So that'll include the listing fees, the final value fees, and any promoted listing fees. And then also too, what I want to do, and then the third will be my profit. But my profit will also include, you know, a portion of my car payment or my cell phone payment, my bills that I pay that are your not normal standard, you know, have to do with the product itself and the processing of the product, the perks of the business. You know, my whole family's got cell phones on the business, you know. I always have a car on the business. So it'll pay for them perks, and it'll be the profit and on top of it. And then, but that's like my minimum. I want the third to be my minimum. So if I know that, say I buy a pair of jeans, I know jeans are going to cost about $10 to ship. So I've got to at least sell that jeans for $20. So $10 to ship, $10 for the cost and the fees and all that stuff, and then $10 for it that goes into the profit. But what that also will allow me to do is, if say I get, you know, being I want that to be my low ball, my average should be a little bit higher than that. So that'll give me my room to run, you know, sales or promote a little higher in the percentage bracket or take offers. So it gives me that window to play with if I set that as my low standard. And then hopefully my average, you know, I'll know after I really get the ball rolling. Sorry, just had some KFC, a little popcorn and popcorn chicken, good stuff. So hopefully that will work out. So I'm gonna play with that. The only thing is, I'm not transitioning what's in my store exactly. I'm leaving it as it is. You know, I have a lot of $1.99 CDs or whatever. I'm gonna just let that sell through, except when I go to fill a drawer. Like, you know, I pulled this drawer out today because it was half empty. So I went through every item that was in it. Anything that was below, like, you know, $3 or whatever, I just threw it in a pile, and I'm going to put it into a lot. You know, I did like lots of 8 and 7 and 8 CDs, and I put it up for $12.99. You know, 'cause the good thing about media is the media mail, no matter if it's 1 CD or 4 CDs, you're paying the same amount of price when it comes to media mail. So that's the good thing about media mail and CDs. So I'm kind of, and cassettes and DVDs. So I'm kind of looking at it like that. So I made lots of like 7 and 8 CDs and 8 tracks and stuff, and priced them at like $12.99 or a little bit higher or what have you. So, and that'll fit into my my new bracket I'm working with. And I'll start getting rid of all that cheaper crap out of my store and start just getting into the better dollar items, $10 or higher, basically. I mean, nothing, after I'm done with this, nothing in my store should be priced under $6.99 if I follow my method, because my cheapest shipping right now is $3.49 for a CD. So that'll be $3.49. So that'd be, oh wait, so did I do my math wrong? No. So it'd be $3.49, $3.49, $3.49, so $7.50 basically. So I just set $6.99 as my low point. So, and there will be exceptions to a rule, like if I get something for free, like my wife buys those makeup kits and she just gives me the extra makeup that I can sell. Those are usually for good money, but there are some maybe $6, $7 items in there. You know, some exceptions like that if I have no money in the cost of the item. If it's something I know will move fast, or if it's something that I truly enjoy listing, like hard rock cassettes or, you know, something like that. But even though I'll probably still put those into a lot. But I don't know. That's my new standard I'm going to go with this year to improve my numbers. Get some higher, see how I can increase my bottom line, basically. I filled out paperwork to get a business line of credit finally after 18 years. So I can freaking get off the credit cards and be done with those damn high percentage rates and crap like that. So I got enough collateral, good enough credit score, all that should be fine. She's going to find us the best way to do it, whether it's going to be a line of credit or if maybe just a second. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what the options are and see what best fits and go with it, as long as it makes things a lot less stressful and dealing with the damn credit card people. Pain in the booty. So some of the questions, I haven't been really responding to anything. I know one of the questions was something about December's over, so should I expect sales to be really slow now? And the answer for that is no. Not from my perspective and the way I've been doing it. The best year or the best month out of the year for me every year is February. Sorry, got a phone call and got cut off there. So I was saying February. February has always been my biggest month when it comes to sales. Right before taxes, everybody's out shopping again. So the slowest months for me has always been July, number one, June, number two. So the summers are always slow. People are out, vacations, not sitting behind the computer as much, enjoying life. But October through the end of March, even into April. Yeah, I would say I haven't checked my April numbers in a while. Last year April was for me. April was on par with June last year. July was the slowest. April was actually the second, right, barely under June. And then May was good. February was good. January was good. So this year, since I've been doing things and not concentrating on media as much and putting up t-shirts and hats and t-shirts, I had a great November. Almost hit 30K in November, so that was good. So I just want to keep that ball rolling, keep it growing. So that's why I got to set those new standards. So yeah, I would not expect sales to slow. I don't. Let's hope nothing surprises me there. But everything's been going good. Let's see, even freaking CDs last month were good though. I did almost $6,000 just in CDs. But sold 812 of them, so kind of a low average, and that's what I want to get up and start concentrating on rising as my average per item. My average per item for November, not counting shipping, was very low. Average per item was only $7.58. So I definitely want to get that number up. But the weird thing is I run kind of do like a two, you know, if you order 2 items, you get extra percent off. You order 3 items, you get more percentage off. So my average per order was $15.09. So you see the big difference there for November. So big difference there. So, but I want to get those numbers way up so that we can get all this medical bills paid off and start getting some new rides, get my wife her new car with all those safety options for her health issues and what have you. And then hopefully by the end of it all, get my dream, one of my dream cars anyway. One that I'll be happy to drive until the wheels fall off. So let's see what other questions we got up in here. I am sick and tired of eBay sellers saying they are based in one country only to find when they look at the profile, they are based in China. True that. True. Wasn't eBay doing something to kind of fix that, I believe, where you had to ship from where you're listed on eBay? I thought I remember reading something. There was going to be some kind of change for that. I don't know. And I just got ripped off by some dude. I got the item back, a return back on Christmas Eve. I didn't see it Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, I got the email from eBay, just please return, or items been returned, refund. I'm like, all right. Without looking in the package, I'm like, fine, refund, click, boom. Because I've never really been ripped off before. So thankfully. So they have that automatic relist now. So the item automatically relisted. It's sold today. And I'm like, crap, it's not where it's supposed to be. What's going on? And then I remember, oh, that was a return. So I grabbed the package, cut it open. It was a white, plain, dirty ass t-shirt the dude sent me back instead of the purple, bright purple Nike shirt that he bought from me. Dude had good feedback, 100%. So I'm going to let eBay know I put on this feedback, on his positive feedback that I left, warning to sellers. This guy sent me back a dirty white shirt and not the shirt that he bought from me. And I sent him an email saying I'm going to contact eBay for starters about how you're ripping somebody off. So, oh well, my bad. Let's see what else. What model of Samsung? Oh, that's my refrigerator video. Does this condition cause swelling along with the sores? I got a video of my wife's PG where she gets holes in her body that goes all the way down to muscle. So she'll have holes in her legs and it just slowly grows and you see all the way down to muscle. And then she has to get basically a cast put on it every week. They're healed right now, so Humira has been keeping them in check. So thankfully, they've opened about two or three times. One of them twice, another one once, and then another one started and then stopped. But I can't even pronounce it. PG Pag. I didn't even try. But somebody asked if the swelling caused with sores. They ain't sores. They're freaking massive holes in your body. There ain't no swelling involved, so I don't know what that person's speaking of there. How many hats do you have listed? Go to my store and look. Dang. Why you make me do all the work? Dang. Go to my store, type in hat. 3,990. Still a little shy. I think my high was 4,200, 4,300, somewhere around there. But I've been pumping them up, but they've been selling. They've been rolling. Hats in November, since I haven't done December. Yeah, I only did $3,100 in hats in November. but I think that number's way up for December. Average per item, not including shipping, $8.26 for a hat. The average cost of a hat, under $50 at the bins. So, average order is pretty good though. Well, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. $9.19, but still, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Love my hats and my shorts. My new foundation items. I need to get back, turn back the Blues game back on. So I'm going to have to wrap this up here. Let's see. I love this kind of video. Thanks for showing us around. No problem. Glad you said that about decorations. Yeah, when I went Christmas shopping, I don't remember seeing any decorations or any Christmas music playing in Target. This is my eBay. When I was searching eBay to gain knowledge, my knowledge for resellers video. I've been doing this for 20 years, and in the first 20 seconds, you taught me something. Sweet. That's what it's all about. What's up, James? What's up, Ben? Just started trying to sell on eBay. Listed a whole bunch of shit on there and can't even get one sale, no matter how low I drop the prices. I honestly don't know how anybody and YouTube is not showing me what they're saying. It's just the spinning circle of death. So apparently that person's listening to a lot of stuff and not getting those sales. Then I remember somebody, since I can't see now, it's on the spinning wheel of death, somebody saying they ended up buying some shirts and listed them and hadn't sold any. Shirts you're in the wintertime. Shirts are going to be slower now. And like I said, shirts is one of my foundation items. You don't expect them to move quick unless you have a vintage item that's hot right now, or, a sports team that just won the Stanley Cup, or whatever the case may be. So shirts are not something you want to buy and you got to expect quick money. No, that's not why I buy the shirts, and that's why I stress in these videos, shirts and hats are my foundation. I will buy them till I'm blue in the face because they will sell every day, but I have thousands of them listed in my store. I don't have just 10 or 20 in my store. If you just got 10 and 20, yeah, it's going to take you a while to move those shirts. You got to get them cheap and invest time into them and invest money into them, and you will get a return, because especially if you get them like at the bins, for me, under 50 cents, they cost me. So all I have to do is sell one at $10, and that pays for 20 more shirts. So that's the way I kind of look at it. So they're not for quick moving, and they are not for a quick turnaround. They are a foundation item to grow your business, something that will constantly sell if you invest a lot of money or a lot of time into those items. So that's what those are doing for me. Like I said, the shirts or the hats in November made me, what did I say? 20, 21, did I say? T-shirts in November made me $4,300. That being said, I've got a lot of t-shirts listed. I take that number down, so let me look up real quick. T-shirts, I only have 1,700, so that's really not a lot for making $4,300 in t-shirts. That is with shipping. Without shipping, $2,500. So that's not a bad return for 1,700 items in my store. So this hat's before that. I think nope. Where's my hats at? Where's my hats at? My book's coming apart. I gotta get me a new book. 31 was my hats with shipping. 19, so almost $2,000 I made on hats. So, but I think it was, they were talking, I think it was a she. I want to say she, I think it was a she. So if you were a guy, I don't remember because I can't see my things. So she was talking about t-shirts. So I sold 263 t-shirts in November. So with 1,700 listed. So they do move pretty good. But like I said, if you only buy, 10, 20, even 30 of them, you're going to sit on them unless you have something that moves quick. And plus, you got to know what to get. If you get all just common saying shirts, well, those are going to take longer. If you have sports teams that are not that popular, those are going to take longer. Sports teams you want to get that's going to be more popular are going to be your Yankees, your Cardinals, your Red Sox, the bigger teams, Dodgers, things like that. So concert t-shirts, they will move pretty quick for you. Yeah, so if you just get just your normal, or you're just your, Old Navy shirts or something like that, with just the fake places or whatever. I don't even know if the places are really real that they put on the Old Navy shirts. But those things, if they move, they're very, very, very slow. So, yeah, like I said, they're not made for quick moving. They're made for foundation, to have something that consistently sells if you have a decent amount in your store. So, all right, I'm going to get back to watching the Blues game. And just thought I'd throw this out there, just to kind of get back into the mood of not paying attention to holiday stuff. And I'll try to get a video soon. So thanks everybody for watching. Later.